Which part?
Any of them. React to any of them.
I kind of lost track.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we read so many. I'll say.
All right, let's start with
this. For the feeding frenzy on the coaches.
Yeah.
When you have LSU and USC in the water, agents are going to use that even for people who are not even in the realm of discussion, who might just be hot names. So that's going to be good. That's a good point, that there's going to be some coaches that are going to make more money somewhere else just because LSU and USC are out there, available, and we really don't know what they want to do, and they probably have a similar candidate list. I think for LSU, what they can't do is what they did last time with Ed Orgeron, which kind of lucked out for them, keeping Ed and winning a national title, but they can't just go all in on a guy that was never coming to LSU and was only going to Texas and was using LSU to just make sure Texas paid him what he wanted in Tom Herman. They've got to have a deeper candidate list than Tom Herman or the guy who's sitting in the room right now.
I'm telling you right now, I'll say this, and Craig, you go back. Dave Aranda, I know there's a lot of this. Dave Aranda, LSU. We had Mike Scarborough on. Ross Dellinger's going to join us at 3:30. He's not leaving Baylor for LSU. I'm going to say that right now. I will put my no one's told me that. He hasn't told me that. He had no media session this week because it's an off week, but I don't think that's the one. His name will be brought up, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Aranda and LSU. And we all have seen the various coaching searches that have taken place here. I mean, there's even though Bryles didn't leave on his own accord, there was a time before where he almost did, where he was flirting pretty heavily with Texas. And that was looking like a near thing that could happen. So we've seen that. We've seen Rule leaving, 3 years of basically covering him leaving or not leaving. It felt like every offseason for 3 years it was a question of whether he would go. And you had to, not only watch the college football openings, but watch the NFL openings like a hawk. But with Dave Aranda, I'm not sweating it at all. And I don't have any insider info either. But part of it is that I just think right now he's in a really good spot with what's going on in Waco. And the decisions that he's made as far as the program goes and the success they're seeing. But also, I don't know that, LSU would necessarily want him. I think that they're looking for a bigger fish, at least for starters. And, that might be somebody who, in case of emergency, break glass or something like that. But I might be totally wrong on this. Like I said, no insight. But I just don't think
big name.
I don't think they're going after Dave Aranda.
Yeah.
So that makes me even less worried about it.